Good day, everyone. Today, we will be discussing the service profit chain. In the new service paradigm, managers must pay attention to the factors that drive profitability. And to better provide quality service, the service profit chain serves as a guide to establishing relationships between profitability, customer loyalty, and employee satisfaction, loyalty, and productivity. As presented in the chart, all the aforementioned links in the chain direct the other. Overall, the service profit chain aims to help managers to develop service satisfaction levels and competitive impact. For the first link, customer loyalty drives profitability and growth. To maximize profitability, new measures of service industries suggest that customer loyalty is a more important determinant of profit instead of aiming for high ranks in industry. Loyal customers often become more profitable over time as they account for a high proportion of sales and profit growth. Because of the link between loyal customers and profit, service businesses focus on customer retention measures, and the information derived from these measures help managers to formulate better strategies to achieve continuous growth.
Next, we talk about customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. For a customer to be loyal, a customer must first be satisfied with the service that a company offers. This is why we talk about the difference between 4/5 and 5/5. We see that in normal rating websites that customers are usually happy when they garner a score of 4/5 or 5/5. Yes, it's just a 1 point difference, but that difference has a big impact in the long run. And to talk about this, we need to go into the case of Xerox and the tales of its apostles and its terrorists. Let's define a few terms first. When we say apostles, these refer to customers who are so loyal to the company to the point that they actually recommend the product to their peers and to the people around them. And when we talk about terrorists, it's the exact opposite. We talk about customers who are so dissatisfied that they tell other people not to buy the product or service at all. The reason we talk about this is because that 1 point of customer satisfaction will prove crucial. Because even if a customer is satisfied, if they suddenly become dissatisfied for one moment, that can change everything. And we have to remember that return customers are a stable source of income. In fact, this is the reason why companies target return customers more, because they need to know that these customers are loyal, these customers will spread the news, and they'll be a consistent source of income for them. Next slide, please. And on the topic of return customers, we also talk about why the customers are actually satisfied, which is the value. So value is defined as results in relation to cost. This means that customers are able to get the results that they desire at as low of a cost as possible or as worth it of a cost as possible. So we talk about the case of Progressive Insurance here. This is because when accidents happen, the specific company actually takes the initiative and goes to the customers themselves to already deliver the insurance or the amount of money that they need to help settle their injuries, their health-related problems, etc. Why is this important? This is because it lessens the effort on the part of the customer to have to go through the different stages in having to apply for insurance and the waiting time and all of that. But on the side of Progressive Insurance, it will cost them extra. So why is that important? It's because happy customers can more than make up for additional expenses. In the long run, if customers are happy with the service you provide them, even if there's additional costs to making those customers happy, the customers will more than make up for it. Like what's happened in Xerox, they will go ahead and recommend the service or the product to other customers, and their income will be more than made up for. But to talk about external service value, we have to go talk about the side of the employees first, which is what the next few slides will talk about.
So employee productivity drives value. At this stage, we convert the employee's input and output into value creation. An example of this would be how Southwest Airlines operate. 86% of its employees are unionized and positions are designed so that employees can perform several jobs if necessary. But what does this imply to value creation? Since employees are productive, they take up less time to do more things, therefore lessening cost. They are very efficient at what they do because they're compensated well and trained well. For example, Southwest deplanes and reloads two-thirds of its flights in 15 minutes or less, which is quite fast compared to its competitors. Even though the airline does not have pre-booked meals, seats, or reservation systems, customer perceptions of value are very high. This is due to their frequent departures, on-time service, friendly employees, and very low fares. This shows that service companies do not necessarily need to have additional freebies to have satisfied customers. They just need to know how to create significant value through their service. Next slide, please.
Moving on, employee loyalty drives productivity. The most productive employees are also the most loyal employees. They are focused on the success of the company, committed to the organization, and they contribute to it positively. With this in mind, employees are most likely to stay. Loyal employees mean lower turnover rate, and lower turnover rate means lower costs. Employee turnover is expensive, and this does not only comprise of the costs associated with recruiting, selecting, and training new employees, but also lost sales, loss of productivity, and decreased customer satisfaction. Next slide, please. Employee satisfaction drives loyalty. Employee satisfaction is the subjective feelings, sentiments, or reactions displayed by employees physically and mentally with regard to the job experience, and working environment. If employees gain real job satisfaction from their roles, they will want to perform well at work, tend to the needs of the customer, and ensure the company does well. Empowered employees will do their jobs well, and their motivation to provide great service will increase. High retention rates come from employee satisfaction. If an employee is satisfied and happy with their role and the way the company operates, they wouldn't want to leave. Data also shows that low employee turnover is closely linked to higher customer satisfaction. Next slide, please. Lastly, internal service quality drives employee satisfaction. The first link shows how the organization is inside. It is suggested that some ways to see positive attitude and sentiments from the internal customer or the employees is to introduce good workplace and job design, training, rewards, and also making sure that employees gain practical tools that they would need to perform their roles efficiently and to better serve the customers. How a company leads its employees and the kind of workplace that has been designed for them has an impact on those outside the company. Managers should then provide high quality services to employees because without an excellent internal service quality, employee engagement will negatively impact customer satisfaction and loyalty, and thus business performance will suffer. Providing a better service to the internal customers will increase satisfaction and lead to a higher quality service provided to internal customers.
There are a number of companies that follow the service profit chain, such as Xerox, Bank One, Intuit, Southwest Airlines, Service Master, USAA, Taco Bell, and MCI. In order to understand the service profit chain more clearly, let us use Taco Bell as an example. Taco Bell efficiently tracks customer satisfaction and profits because they have researched that these two factors are significantly linked. They also noticed that those branches with the lowest turnover rates have double the sales and higher profits than those with higher turnover rates. With this, they have increased financial and other incentives to counteract this problem. They have also a lot of other employee activities that allow them to increase employee satisfaction, improve skill building, and provide greater opportunities for promotion while still earning profit. A local example that I have seen is the Philippine National Bank. According to LinkedIn, it is the top company of 2021 on the top 15 best workplaces to grow your career in the Philippines. It is rated 4.3 stars on JobStreet, and a lot of past or present employees stated how they like the working environment of PNB. Some of these comments said that co-employees are approachable, helpful, and friendly. Benefits are good, sometimes above average. Employees are well compensated. employees are engaged, PNB has good corporate governance, and that team building and harmonious relations among employees are being inculcated. Next slide, please. So why is SPC and good leadership important? Leaders who understand SPC and maintain a corporate culture centered on service to customer and employees show a willingness and ability to listen. Leaders who value their employees and the company processes deepens the depth of their relationships with the organization, and in return, the level of customer satisfaction also increase. The CEO of Southwest Airlines, Herbert Kelleher, can be even found aboard planes and terminals interacting with employees and customers. Leaders such as Kelleher practice a hands-on management approach because he believes that the heart of every business are its people. By spending a great deal of time selecting, tracking, and recognizing their employees, they are certain to give quality service, resulting into a higher level of customer satisfaction and profitability. So that will be the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.